all WWE has is just these tiny, petite, women that look like they did, belong in Playboy, or, not that the women don't belong there, but, they're all looking the same and doing the same things where...
Cookie cutter.
Exactly. And where the women's wrestling is very alive and getting recognition that it deserves and respect and, all that stuff. So that's what it's about.
Now, we actually were talking the WWE women's division. I mean, there's some great athletes there. There's Mickie James. There's Gail Kim who's there now. Natalya.
Natalya, Beth, yep.
Yep, Beth Phoenix, absolutely. And I actually wanted to ask you a little bit about what we just touched on, the cookie cutter look, because your look is more of you're an athlete. You're not a... You're not a Barbie doll.
I'm a big, strong, built athlete who kicks butt.
Exactly. You're not a...
and is very good looking at the same time.
Exactly. Well, you're not a Barbie doll, but you are an athlete, and unfortunately, ironically, Trish Stratus kind of brought in that whole the models learning to wrestle thing, and unfortunately, none have really kind of captured as much magic in a bottle as she has.
I would say more Trish didn't bring in the models. She actually was the model who kind of became the athlete. So
exactly.
she changed it for the better for those kind of women, but every woman doesn't have what Trish has. Just because you're a beautiful model doesn't mean you can do what Trish did. She had it inside of her, and she had the passion and the love, and she went out there fearlessly and did what she had to do. And she didn't want to be known as a beautiful girl who just was in the ring. She wanted to be known as a kick-ass athlete, and that's what she became. So that's why so many people, and she's number one today because of what she went through to get to where she was. She just wanted to be more than just that. So
Unfortunately, I think that you're right, though. I think that they did kind of see that this one girl came in, and she was from the modeling world, and really learned how to be this worker that she became. I mean, most people put her up there with the likes of Sherry Martel and one of the greatest of all time.
For sure.
But unfortunately, that's kind of fueled the WWE going to the well almost entirely to models, and not really going to the independent scene. Natalya Neidhart is a drastic change to that, and would you say that there would be a place for them to fit you in there, because it's kind of like square peg in a
well, that's the thing. Of course. I mean, I believe that I was born to be a wrestler, and I was born to do great things in the wrestling business, and it's just an opportunity, and it's a chance, and it's let them see what you have, and I have not been given the opportunity yet, so I have to go make that opportunity happen for me. So for me to go to TNA and to get experience and exposure and to show people like I have the charisma, I can entertain, I can wrestle, I can connect with the crowd. Why wouldn't people want to use that? Just because I don't, I'm not the Barbie doll type of girl. But I mean, thank God for China, because she opened up the door for someone like me. So she proved that you don't have to be that type. You can be that type and still make it big.
Exactly.
So that way, it's like the new Hart Dynasty. Look, all the kids are taking over the new Hart Foundation, but they're nothing. You don't see similarities as much. You don't say, oh, that guy looks like Bret Hart too much. Or,
no, the only thing I would say is, believe it or not, I was watching a match a few weeks ago on SmackDown, and I would actually say that of all of them, the one who works most like Bret Hart is
Tyson?
Natalya.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
She's the one who comes like him and all that. I was like, wow, she kind of works like a female Bret.
Good. That's great. That's what females need. It's new characters, and but Natalya is such an amazing person, and she's you remember when she first started on SmackDown when she had the red hair, and then she changed over to the pink and blonde, and her outfits, I mean, everything's top notch with them. It's awesome, and that would be great for them to let her really, really do what she's capable of doing, and I believe she will one day. It's just a fight for the woman. It's harder for the woman, and but she'll get there. She'll get to do her thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, when I was
style, your own finesse, kind of like Natalya did with the new Hart Dynasty. I mean, the pink and black is back, but it's different,
Exactly.
It's new generation, it's new era, and that's what I want to be for females. Bring this new era of females in, and you don't have to be the most prettiest and the most perfect girl to, that's not fair. I mean, what about all the other girls who have dreams of doing stuff, that they can't do it? They have to limit what they have to, can dream about because they're not the most prettiest girls. Like, that to me is just wrong. That's, worse than racism, So we need to change that.
Exactly. Well, we close out with just a few word associations. Just asking a couple of people that you've come across throughout your career. How about Gail Kim?
A hell of a girl, one talented wrestler. Fire, passion. I know, I'm just supposed to do one word, right?
No, that's fine. You can tell a story if you want.
All
that's
right.
Fine.
She's awesome. She really is.
How about, we talked about her a lot during the interview, but how about Natalya?
Natalya Neidhart is just a girl who came through and made it her way and is the new era. She is the new era. She's a new thing. Big things for that woman, yes.
Absolutely, and I hope that they do put some emphasis on her.
They will.
Away from the
they will. It's just going to be a fight. For, like I said, the women always get the back burner, but we have to work hard, and she will. She'll have everything she's always dreamed of having. She just has to fight a little bit harder for it now. But she'll get it. She'll get there.
Absolutely. How about somebody that you had